Yo, what is up guys, Ghost here, welcome back to another video. In this one, I wanted to give you guys my first impressions of the Circle of Hell event, the hardcore mode event for Battlefield 2042. Is it worth rushing back to your PCs, reinstalling the game in order to give it a go? I have mixed feelings about it. I'm going to get into all of them here in a second. But before I do, if you guys do enjoy the content on the channel, as always, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with future Battlefield videos. Plenty going to be coming here on the channel, especially when we start to hear things about the next Battlefield game releasing in 2025. So some of you guys will probably already have heard of this event. I couldn't really cover it on my channel here because I've been out of the country for a couple of days, but I managed to make it back in time to check it out here on Tuesday. So I've played for a couple of hours here, and the first thing to note is there is actually a battle pass for this event. So let's go and take a look at it right here. It's pretty much what you're used to seeing from like past seasons of this game. There are some decent looking skins, I suppose, but you know, depending on if you want your grounded militaristic style skins or not, these are going to rub you either the right way or the wrong way. As you can see, they're kind of a bit silly, wacky, over the top. There's only really one thing of note that you're actually going to unlock, and that is the M1 Garand. Now, I haven't unlocked this thing yet, so I can't really comment on it, and once I do, and I've given it some proper time, I'm going to make a separate video on that. But I've heard it is a one-shot kill in the head up to 29 meters, so it sounds pretty powerful. I wouldn't be surprised if it's somewhat overpowered. Definitely looking forward to unlocking that one and giving it a try. But other than that, it's your basic, you know, run-of-the-mill stuff here. There are some boins here. In fact, let's count how many do we get. So we get 100 there at level 6, 200, 300, 400. So you actually almost make back the price of this battle pass by buying it. It costs 500 Battlefield coins to purchase, and I believe the Battlefield coins are 500 for €5 for me, probably $5 or £5 or your regional equivalent. So if you've already got the Battlefield coins like I had, I just went ahead and purchased it, but whether it's actually worth it to you or not is something you're going to have to decide for yourself. You know, I think the regular battle passes, it's hard to remember now, but I think they were 1,200 Battlefield coins, which is just over $10 for 100 tiers. So 500 coins for only 30 tiers doesn't seem like a great deal. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the 100 tier ones were more than 1,200. Please comment down below if you can remember. But yeah, overall, it's just more of the same skins. So if that's something you're interested in, then sure, go ahead. And if not, you're not really missing out on too much. So at the moment, for the first week of this event, we have Conquest mode only, and you can play this in either hardcore mode or standard mode. Now, the hardcore mode, most of you will know what that is. It's been in previous Battlefield games before, and you guys will know that I'm not really a fan of hardcore. So I think how much fun you have in this event is largely going to teeter on whether you are a hardcore Battlefield player or a softcore or normal mode Battlefield player like I am. Now, there are certain aspects of it that I enjoyed. For example, everything does more damage. So getting in vehicles for me was a lot of fun. You know, one-shotting tanks with JDAMs in the Drago was especially fun. Doing way more damage than you normally would with the rocket pods on the fighter jets was also a lot of fun on tanks and stuff like that. But for every moment that I had like that where I was the one having fun, I feel like the person on who had the shoe on the other foot wasn't really enjoying things as much. And I definitely experienced those things myself. Sniper rifles, they will one-shot you. I'm not sure on the exact range, but a decent range. Like, there's a reason that they took one-shot body kills out of the game, and in this hardcore mode, they do exist. Now, you got to take it with a grain of salt. You know, it's supposed to just be a bit of fun, and I do realize that, but it's just something that becomes quite frustrating and grated on me the more I played this mode. There are also other small aspects that become frustrating, like, for example, if you want to see who your teammates are in this game, you actually need to aim at them. Otherwise, there will not be a dot that appears above them to indicate that they are indeed a teammate. Now, when you couple this with the fact that this has friendly fire, so you can very easily kill your teammates if you don't identify whether they are friend or foe first, and then couple that with the fact that Battlefield 2042 doesn't have a regular class system like the other Battlefield games where the various factions are easily identifiable, right? You've got McKay on the enemy team and you've got McKay on your team. So the only thing you really have to go on are those little lights. And I think we've all become accustomed to seeing the in-game spot telling you whether it's a teammate or whether it's an enemy. So that was pretty frustrating for me. I ended up getting a bunch of team kills. Sorry to anybody out there who got killed by me. Most of them, well, all of them were accidental, if I'm being truthful. Anybody home? Oh no! Oh no! Is that a friendly? That's a friendly. That's a friendly. Is that a friendly? That ranger? Let's hit this building. That's got to be an enemy. I kill. Oh my god! Come on, dude! Why do I keep getting these lucky, well, unlucky friendly kills? But the system is also not perfect. So sometimes I would have somebody fall off my pond hawk, like the passenger, and I got a team kill because he died from falling off of my pond hawk. Like, how is that fair? Actually, these pond hawks probably going to be very good as well. Friendly kill? Dude, I didn't do anything. What? I don't know if there's any kind of punishment for getting team kills. I didn't get punished at all. I didn't witness anybody else getting punished. And so that also begs the question that what happens if, for example, if you're a content creator like myself, somebody comes into the server and wants to stream snipe you. This is just like a system that is ripe for abuse. And I don't know. I feel like this wasn't something that was in past hardcore modes. I feel like it's something that they've only added here to Battlefield 2042. So, you know, again, that's another thing that might rub you the wrong way. But other than that, it's pretty much your basic hardcore mode that you will be familiar with from previous Battlefield games. There is no vehicle automatic health regeneration. You have to land and repair. So, like, obviously that sucks if you're in a jet, maybe not a helicopter, because landing the jets in Battlefield 2042 is nigh on impossible. So if you get hit and take damage and you don't have repairs, then you're essentially screwed. If you're in a tank, it's not so bad. You guys know how hardcore mode works, so I'm not going to go explaining it, but it wasn't something for me, let's say. I actually transitioned over to the standard mode, and thank God they are offering a standard mode as well. So if you want to play these two newly refurbished maps that have sort of had a new lick of paint, Battle of the Bulge and El Alamein, and you want to do it with regular Battlefield rules, then you can definitely do that, and that's exactly what I did. But let's talk about the actual two maps in question here. These maps were so bad in Portal that DICE didn't dare put them in the 64-player Conquest rotation. And I am sad to say that I feel that they are simply still so bad that they don't belong in there either. So yes, they've been updated. El Alamein has kind of gotten a nighttime vibe to it, but there's a lot of fog everywhere. So it's not quite nighttime, it's more like dusk. The fog is just annoying. It stops you from being able to snipe, I guess, over very long distances. It stops you if you're in a jet and you're trying to find targets on the ground. It kind of gives me Hourglass vibes. I've never been a massive fan of the sandstorm there either. But generally speaking, the map design is just a huge open map. It's just sand everywhere, and it gives me the same kind of vibes I got from the 7 base maps in Battlefield 2042 before they were reworked. I would definitely say that these two maps, even though they had some tweaks, are still the two worst maps in the game. Battle of the Bulge, it's even worse. It always ends up completely one-sided with, I can't remember which side it is, but like you'll just get stomped and basically, you know, camped into the A flag until all you can do is spawn and die, rinse and repeat, because the distance you have to travel between the A flag and any of the other flags on the map is just far too great for you to be able to get there without dying. So yeah, guys, I know this was a bit of a ranty video. I didn't really want it to come off like that, but I wanted to make it straight after I had played for a couple of hours to give you guys like my true first impressions. How am I feeling after having spent 1 hour and around 43 minutes of my life playing this new game mode? And I feel like I can confidently say that it wasn't a complete waste of time. There was some fun, but it was mostly a waste of time. You know, I feel like all of these events that they put in for Battlefield 2042 just aren't as fun or enjoyable as the base game. Like, just playing Conquest or Breakthrough on 64 players, or if you prefer, 128 players, is almost always a more enjoyable experience for me than playing whatever limited mode event that they put out. And I think the same thing holds true here with the Circle of Hell. But please go and give it a try for yourselves. Don't just listen to me, you know, definitely go and check it out if you've got the game installed. Is it worth reinstalling the game for? Probably not, if I'm being honest with you, but, you know, that's maybe a good idea as well. Like I said, guys, I'm going to put out a separate video on the M1 Garand as soon as I unlock it, play around with it, and I have time. Let me know what you think of this game mode down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. My inkling is that they're just trying things out. I'm testing the waters with the remaining lifespan of Battlefield 2042 to see what the community want for the next game. So, you know, these shorter battle passes here for these yearly events like Halloween, perhaps Christmas, Easter, summer, you know, whatever, they could maybe put these into the next Battlefield game. So I do think that is why they're testing the waters with a player base where it doesn't really matter too much how it goes down with them. But yeah, by all means, guys, let me know what you think down below. Thank you for watching the video today. Subscribe for more Battlefield, and I'll see you guys in the next one.